Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I I don't know what to say. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you all know, I'm an award-winning writer. Anytime I say this to my dada will just be I don't have dada. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. To all my OGs that have been rocking with me from day one. It's Vicky here once again. If you're new here, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button and turn on post notifications so that you will be notified when I post a new video. Today's video is very different from my other videos. Due to popular demand, I'm going to be reading one of my short stories. It's the short story that I wrote sometime in 2018, and it won the Linda Ayade Literary Arts Competition. Dr. Linda Ayade is the present First Lady of Cross River State. The competition was open to all Cross Riverians locally and in diaspora, and yours truly won it. So a few of you have been asking me to read out the story, so I just want to do that. The theme of the competition was Cross River State, our culture, our heritage. So this story, let me just give you a background. It's about Cross River State and, a young stranger who just came into town. I tried my best to really capture Cross River State in this story, so I hope you enjoy it. Alice sat on the third row of the tour bus, very close to the window, radiant and pleased with herself. She was a charming young lady with a bubbly personality. Her lissom figure and oval visage was every fashion model's dream. Her shoulder-length ebony hair and natural white smile turned heads wherever she went. She was beyond excited when the travel company she worked with sponsored her to attend the Calabar Christmas Festival as an incentive for winning the Staff of the Year award. She peered out of the window of the bus with gleeful interest. Calabar was a beautiful, clean, green, and lively town. It was December. Glimpses of preparations for Carnival Calabar, Africa's biggest street party, could be spotted. There were decorations on street lights, and the streets were amazingly clean. A leisurely festive atmosphere could be felt everywhere. Such was the custom in this ancient town, popularly called the People's Paradise. This was Calabar, the much talked about Calabar. She couldn't believe she was here finally. There was excited chatter in the bus, but Alice had no interest whatsoever in any of that. All she was keen about was taking in the sights and sounds of the city that would be her home for the next 2 weeks. She had done a plethora of research about Cross River State, from the soaring plateaus of the mountain tops of Obanliku to the rainforest of Afi, to the waterfalls of Agbokim and Kwor, to the spiraling Oxbow Calabar River and the Slave Trade Museum. It wasn't strange that Alice felt too excited about being here for the first time. The town seemed to have that effect on people. Rich in history, culture, and tourism, her people were reputed to be very hospitable. Little wonder Cross River State was #1 on the travel bucket list of most Nigerians. From being the first capital of the Southern Protectorate to having the oldest and first Presbyterian church in Nigeria, to being the first place football was played in Nigeria, not to mention the mouth-watering, internationally acclaimed Edikan Ikong soup. There was always a thrilling adventure for anyone visiting Calabar. From the window of the bus, Alice could view happy-faced people in the streets. A group of girls stood by the roadside discussing. One of them, bosom and cheerful, appeared to find something said really funny. She threw her head backwards in infectious laughter. Alice wished she could stop for a chat about an aspect of her culture, something she had always been so fascinated about, the fattening room process. She had read about it in her third year in the university. It was an age-long culture that taught young girls the art of refinement, grace, etiquette, and other womanly rights in preparation for marriage. This grooming she learned was to help guide young girls on the proper way to conduct themselves on a personal level, equipping them with critical attitudes for lasting marriages. "Hello, Alice," a familiar voice called, jarring her from her musings. The masculine voice carried the faintest accent. It felt like polish over fine wood. It was Charles Bassey, their ever-smiling tour guide. He was tall, dark, and handsome, with a deep voice matching his stature. There was a velvety note about it that somehow made her feel more welcome. "Hi, Bassey. Good to see you," she replied, smiling as he slid in beside her. "You look beautiful," he complimented. "So where are we going today?" Alice asked, leaning forward anxiously. "Old Residency Museum and the Obong's Palace to watch the Nyoro Ekpe." A satisfied grin spread across Alice's face. She had not quite gotten over her fascination for the Ekpe masquerade after she first saw it at her former classmate's traditional marriage in Lagos. Unlike other masquerades she had seen before, she was so enthralled by its beauty that she decided to research about it. Back in the centuries, the Ekpe fraternity was very active among the men folk. It was known to European traders who first settled at the old Calabar seaport. The masquerade, popularly called Okudama, donned a multicolored costume laced with flamboyant accessories. A belt fashioned like a bell jingled whenever it moved. On its right hand, it held a staff, and on its left, a bunch of fresh leaves. Ekpe lodges were known for their striking blue and white cotton cloths. During ceremonies such as burials, titled members displayed their power by painting or etching Ekpe symbols. Alice adjusted her camera strap on her neck. She was well prepared for the mementos. She had extra memory cards and batteries, just in case. She had not gotten over her fascination for Nsibidi. Her research showed that the Nsibidi was a form of writing used by members of the Ekpe fraternity. It was a system of ideographic symbols bearing a semblance to ancient Chinese scripts. Alice had come to know that their symbols represented concepts of valor, justice, and honor, either among tribal individuals or governing bodies. Hitherto, Alice had assumed that besides Egyptian hieroglyphics, no other tradition of African writing existed. However, this was a misconception, as the existence of Nsibidi proved. A recent movie everyone was talking about, Black Panther, portrayed Nsibidi conspicuously in their set design. Alice was even more fascinated to know that back in the day, when Christianity had just begun in Old Calabar, the Ekpe masquerade had been used to drive people from their home to attend church. Perhaps it was the clandestine nature of its rituals that made the Ekpe culture so enthralling, or maybe it was the elaborate colors and dainty apparel of its masquerade. Either way, Alice had been glad to learn about the masquerade and its significance. On this trip, she looked forward to learning even more. As the driver pulled over at the museum, she tested the phrase on her lips, Nyoro Ekpe. How she liked the sound. She pulled out her sunglasses from her clutch, stepping out to discover the most exciting cultural heritage on earth. Yes! I said it! So that story won £1,000. Ooh! Please don't ask me what I did with the money. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want me to write more stories, and share them here, let me know. I'll do that. Just let me know in the comment section. If you'd also like me to do another video where I share writing tips, storytelling techniques and all that, also let me know in the comment section. My desire for being on YouTube is to help you dream, live, laugh, and love. It's not always about food or unboxing one sparkly thing. Let's engage our minds too. So until the next video, bye.